The 2024 Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup is presented by the Prescott Times.
From the shotgun, he looks to throw. He's going to get some air underneath that one. And into the end zone for the touchdown. How about that? Gene Coleman lined up on the outside.
All right, so we want to welcome everyone to Wranglers Roundup. We're supposed to go live this week with it, but we're having a little challenge with the internet and getting everything live. So we'll try to get that a little bit more prepared next time we get going. We are owners of a professional football team. We are not broadcasters or producers of internet, Facebook, social media, or TV. So we're going to do our best here. So my name's Fred DePalma, and here's my wife, Robin DePalma, and we kind of run the front office for the football team. And Robin has a couple things she wants to share with everybody, stuff coming up. But before we even go into that, what a great win this weekend, huh?
That was awesome.
Good
game.
Great, exciting game for the fans. A little too exciting at the end, but a very exciting game for the fans without a doubt. And so that's another W, and we head off to Vegas this weekend, so we get one more added to the list. Okay, Robin?
Well, first, another thing to talk about this past Saturday, you all got some water bottles handed to you when you come in. There was an $800 ruby in one of these water bottles from Legacy Jewelry. So, and the winner did let us know that she won it. So there really was an $800 ruby from Legacy Jewelry in these water bottles.
If
so,
the winner is watching today, she came up to me as I was walking the bowl before the game, and she comes down to the wall. She goes, "Excuse me." I go, "Yes." She goes, "I won the ruby. What do I do?" I said, "You keep it a secret." I said, "No, go over to the jewelry. Legacy normally has a table set, and go tell me you won it, and thank you." So that's what I let her know. But I was looking around like, "Don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself."
Awesome.
So yeah, that was neat that somebody came up and told me. So I know it was actually in there then.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about our next game because we got a little break here. We're in Vegas this Saturday, so if you want to make the drive out to Vegas, that'll be a lot of fun. And
yes, we'll be there.
Yeah, and get to cheer them on to that win. That's gonna be awesome. And then we have a bye week, and then the next game is in Phoenix against the Rattlers on the 15th. So 2 games driving distance. So we want to see a lot of you there. Bring in some red to those games, cheering them on.
Yeah, come make some noise.
I guess some of you have some blue also. You know, your red and blue jerseys, get those down there. And be really, really loud and distract the other team and, give us the W.
Here's a question.
Two more W's would be awesome.
We get these questions all the time at the office. Everybody calls, and we don't have the answer to this one. Everyone always says, where's the fan sitting? And it's like, in the stands. I know that's kind of a wise butt answer, but I don't know. Everybody has a different price level of what ticket they want to purchase and so on. So you get a ticket that you're comfortable with. But normally if you want to sit by the bench on that side, my suggestion is go onto YouTube, look up the other games, you'll see it playing, and look at where the visiting team is. Whatever side the visiting team's on, they're always on that side all season. So you can always look that up and you find out exactly where they are. People ask me a lot, and I say, I go from arena to arena, I can't remember where they all are. So without a doubt, if I want to know, I'm going to go on YouTube and look up one of their games and then see where our team's sitting. So I'm just telling you, that's the best way to find that out.
And we're really excited. Our next home game is a Sunday. It's Sunday, June 23rd. And Prescott has the world's largest rodeo. And so we're going to do a prequel to that.
Oldest rodeo.
Oldest rodeo.
Yeah.
And it's a large one.
Oldest rodeo.
Oldest rodeo and large one. So our theme for that game is going to be rodeo cowboy theme. So put on your rodeo gear. We're going to have a lot of pregame and halftime stuff going on with that. And then the game after that is just the following Saturday. So we get back-to-back games at home, which is awesome. And that is going to be our active military, veteran, police, and fire appreciation game. And we're going to be looking at putting some ticket sponsorships together for those so we can give all of those members of our community free tickets to the game. And I printed a life size here.
What's the name of that second game?
It's June 29th.
And the 29th.
June 23rd, June 29th.
And the 29th, when we do that, here we have it. This is the jersey that
That
our
awesome.
players are going to be wearing this jersey. And it'll have the logos of the Coast Guard, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Marines right on the jersey. And all of our players' numbers, and those are actually going up for auction. So after the game, you can, get a nice sweaty jersey if you go to win it. Some of you want to wash it, some of you might not. Totally up to you.
You know, however you are. Nice. And then a couple fun things we have going on. We've got another youth football clinic coming up June 24th. That's a Monday night. So get registered for that. If you go on our website, you'll see the registration for that. Or I don't know if you can scan a QR code through video. Maybe let me know. But that's our next youth football clinic coming up. And we got a couple neat things going on with some raffles and giveaways and charities that we're doing. And first, our Booster Club is supporting 2 charities this season. They've got the Firefighter Angels and the U.S. Vets. And they're collecting donations for those at all the games. They're collecting plush blankets for children and new stuffed animals for children. And the purpose for these items is to help out families in crisis. And that's for the Firefighter Angels. And then for the U.S. Vets, they want men's shoes, sizes 9 through 12. And then they will accept other sizes of women's shoes. And this is going to help our local homeless and underserved veterans. So just bring those items to the games, look for the Booster Club table, and you can donate them there.
I have a question. What kind of blankets?
Plush.
Plush blankets. So I wonder if anyone will pick up a blanket in our team shop and go donate it.
Right, that's a nice plush
Yeah,
blanket.
there we go. Just saying, just putting it out there.
And then one more thing we've had going on all season long, we've had this bike drive, this Pay It Forward bike drive and raffle going on. We haven't pushed it really big yet. We've just kind of had the flyers up and CNC cyclery and recovery electric pad tables set up at the games. However, our last game is going to be the big push for this. We're actually going to be giving the bikes away. And the bikes are going to people in recovery. A lot of those people are trying to get back on their feet and aren't able to get to jobs. They don't have cars yet, don't have transportation, so they're getting bicycles to help these people have transportation for work. So that really helps them get back on their feet. And then they're also going to give some bikes to foster kids and some underprivileged people. So they're looking at raising money for bikes. You can also donate bikes, but they would like the bikes to either be new or very gently used. You can take those to CNC Cyclery if you'd like to do that. Other than that, just cash donations, and we're going to take all of that and go buy the bicycles, and then we're actually going to be giving them away at the last game. Now, the fun part for you is all the prizes. So they've gone around all over the community and gotten some great prizes donated from local businesses. And there's a ton of them all listed here, like hundreds of dollars of prizes that you can win.
Right?
Yeah, it's
So
all on the website. No, I won't
Okay.
read it off. So, and we'll post all these, we'll send all these out to you along with this show. But anyway, just wanted to bring that up to you because we're coming down to the last few games, and this is going to be a big deal for the last game. So CNC Cycling and Recovery Electric, we partnered with them to do this Pay It
That's a
Forward
great
bike
thing
drive
that
and
they're
raffle.
doing. Yeah. This is something that they put together and they asked us to help with, but this is all on them. It's a great thing that they're doing for our community.
All right, and the rest I'm going to save for
You're
the
going to say the rest?
Yeah.
Okay. So it took us a little while today to get started. So this was supposed to be live, like we said, so people can ask questions online, but it's not going to be live. So when you do see it online, if you ask questions, it's not live anymore when it comes out, probably Wednesday or Thursday. But anyways, because it took us 45 minutes to get started, Coach has a lot of planning to do for practice tomorrow. So I'm going to call up Coach Moss to come over here, and so we're going to have a short chat with him because, like he said, he's got another 3 hours worth of work to do. So we're not going to keep him too long. All right, Coach, welcome.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Good. So, you know, what we like to do with the show is I know at the beginning of the season we had a great interview with you and Coach Guy down the Rattlers and down there, and I thought that was good because it opened up a lot of things about your guys' history and history together, and also with running the team. But not for everybody who didn't catch this. Let's go over a little bit. Anything you want to tell us about your history getting into coaching? I know you've been in football your whole life, and we sit for hours talking about. But what was the first coaching job? I don't know if I know. I'm sure you told me. But what was your first coaching job? Not where you're, you know, the 10-year-old holding the water bottles, but actual in charge of a position.
In charge of a position.
I know that brings you way back.
Well, no, I was in charge of my first position job was in 1991 before it was actual coaching position. I coached the fullbacks and the linebackers, and I also coached special teams that year. The 2 years prior to that, I was like a assistant coach to the assistant. Assistant. I did all the game books, wrote down all the films, put together all the cut-ups, all the stuff that, you know, that young coaches have to learn to do.
Right.
I still do all those things. I'm just a lot more efficient.
Well, and that's the thing. It's just like with the players. You got to start somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to know all the steps before you get to the position that you're in. Because if you just try to go right to head coach, you're missing a lot of things.
Oh no, you can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're missing a lot of things. I coached for 15 years and was coordinator for 15 years. And when I got my first head coaching job, the first thing I did was call my dad and said, "What do I do now?" Because you never know.
Right.
You never know until you sit in that chair exactly what the feeling is. And everybody thinks they're ready.
Right.
And but there's a lot of things that you just have to learn on the go. Just like anything else.
Right.
You're ready, you want it, but there's always things that you're going to learn and improve on.
Right. When you finally get behind the wheel.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
little bit
exactly
different.
right.
And so now, what was your first head coaching job?
My first head coaching job was with the Wilkes-Barre Pioneers in AF2.
Okay.
And AF2 that was in 2004.
Okay. Great.
So,
And from there, if you can think about what teams have you been with as a head coach in that position? I know you've had different coaching positions, but
yeah,
you've also had different head coaching.
Sure, I was. That was my first one, and then from there I was with the Jacksonville Sharks, and I was there for several years. And then I took a GM role, and I was a GM in Albany, and also an assistant coach. And then I was with Iowa coming out of the pandemic in 2021, and then I came here in 2022.
Right? See that? We landed in a good place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but I saw this come across, and I know we didn't do this, but I saw this come across social media the other day. Somebody on one of those forums out there, they put down what should the Sharks do, and I'm not trying to pick on the Sharks, but they're new in our league, and it's different. And there's like, the Sharks should fire everybody, they should start over. All the fans are saying this stuff.
They'll some of that.
And somebody added on the bottom, they said they should offer Les Moss a job for head coach.
They had me.
I know they had you up. They let me go. and a couple people clicked that button. I was trying to hit the delete button on it, but I couldn't make it erase. It's not my site.
Yeah, the fans back here saying, no way, no way.
Yeah, they had me and they let me go.
Right. So you know what? You snooze, you lose.
Huh?
So that's it. That's wonderful. So with this year, every year we have a different group of young men that come out here, and I personally feel from being around the league, you do such a wonderful job recruiting young players.
Thank you.
And we've had, and I've mentioned this before, all 3 years that you've been here, we've had the most rookies than any other team, but yet we're showing up to every game. A lot of people go, they want as many vets as they can get, or 3-year guys, and you're getting so many 1-year guys. And I think that just shows a great coach, that you're taking the new guys and they'll say, hey, I see the talent, and I can make a team out of those guys. So why is it you're getting so many more rookies than everybody else?
Well, it's a credit to the staff. I mean, we all work really hard on that during the off season. And for us, we want to coach players who still have the want to, the desire, and the ability to get outdoors, to advance in this career. We're not looking to coach IFL Hall of Famers. Okay, we want guys to develop in this league, be in this league for a year or two, and then go to the outdoor where they can make money, where they can make a good living, or at least make a little money playing professional football, because these players' careers are not very long.
Right.
1 to 5 years. If they can get outdoors where they can make a little money playing football, you never know. I mean, they could make a lot of money playing football.
Right.
So, but that's really the reason. We want guys that have the ability to get out, because what we found is when players still have a dream to get out and understand that they still have potentially a door open to get outdoors, they're going to work hard every single day to try to make that dream come true. And that's what we want. We want players that are going to work hard, are going to practice hard, and that builds good team camaraderie, and it helps us win games.
Yeah, without a doubt. And one thing I think from being around some of the players and coaches, it seems like the players know that you, the coaching staff, have connections. Like they trust you. They're coming here
the Prescott Valley to play for you and the coaching staff because they know you can help accelerate their career if they can have an opportunity. They trust that you're here for them, which they need to. But I know, like with you just saying that right now, you want them because you want them. You don't need them to come back next year and the year after. You want them to call you from their mansion and invite you to some front row game someplace else, right?
and that happens. You know, I mean, the first thing that we did. So last year, Ramad was with us,
right?
And he's up in Montreal. He's in training camp. Well, they had their first preseason game on Saturday.
Okay.
The first thing we did on Sunday when we got in the office was, hey man, you see how Ramad did? We wanted to see how he did. He ended up being the leading receiver of the Alouettes.
Nice.
Montreal Alouettes for that game. He was their leading receiver, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Walker is up in Edmonton right now. He was with us last year. He had a good game up in Edmonton. So we checked that out. We follow these guys.
Yeah.
We're fans.
Yeah.
We're no longer their coaches. We're fans.
Right. No, and that's good. And I like it too because I see them come through. And I know I'm not coaching them, but I do like to see them move on as well. But you guys, it's got to be just so rewarding.
Oh yeah,
you
it's great.
see them.
It really is great.
Now I'll finish with one last thing because I know you have to go, and I don't want to keep you here. In last season, we were playing the Raptors, and a young man got a kickoff and ran it all the way down the field for a touchdown and was Special Teams Player of the Week, the IFL.
Yeah.
Now, when that happened, I was choked up on the side of tearing my eye being a dad because who was that did that?
That was Jake. That was my boy.
That was your son.
Yeah.
What kind of moment was that for you? Because I was sitting there with Cindy, too, off to the side, your wife, and just to see, you're always proud of your kids, but to be coaching your son, he made the team, and then have him return a kickoff for a touchdown. How'd that feel?
It was special, but to be honest with you, I'm in the game.
Right, you're in the game.
And so, and my son understands how I am in the game. Obviously, I've coached him many, many times. So, I'm in the game. It was a very special moment. It was unbelievable, but it was part of the game.
Right.
I reflected on it after.
That was going to be my next question. That was the game.
I couldn't wait to see it on the replay. I couldn't wait to see the TV copy of it. I couldn't wait to see because it was going away from me. And really, to be honest with you, I didn't even know he took it back for a touchdown. I could just tell by the crowd because I lost him when he got in behind there. So I had no idea.
Yeah.
But it was a great moment, obviously, for him. It was his first game.
Yeah.
So
and then also, Special Teams Player of the Week.
Yeah,
top of it, a second
that's
reward for the league.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. A very special moment, obviously. But,
good.
Yeah, things like that are just unbelievable.
Yeah, I know, without a doubt.
Real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to bring that up because not everybody was aware, or they didn't know that was your son.
Right.
Some people do that are really involved with it, and other people had no clue.
Yeah.
But he had to be like everybody else. He had to help try out, go in a position.
Absolutely.
I remember he was still in school. He came down for a couple practices, but he had to go back to school again.
Right.
And then he came back out when there was an opening, and
he came to training camp, had to go back to school, and I had to cut him.
Right.
Because he wasn't on the roster and he wasn't here, so we had to cut him, knowing that he was going to come back. But he had to make it. He understood that. He understood that he had to come in and earn a spot. It's professional football. Nothing's given to you. And he did a great job for us.
Right. Well, I'm glad he was on our team.
Yeah. I am too.
That's great. Well, Coach, is there anything you'd like to add before you have to go back to work?
No, just looking forward to a big game this weekend against Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. The bus leaves Friday
at 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock. Okay, so they're always looking for some Gatorade and some water and snacks. So if anybody wants to drop that stuff off for the guys, I always appreciate it on the ride out and the ride back. So they put it under the bus and coolers and they take care of it. But we need our guys to be there and be strong. They'll spend Friday night. The game's is Vegas on our time schedule right now?
Yeah,
so we're the same time as Vegas. Everybody changes, but Arizona, so I always forget what time zone we are.
Right.
So it's a short trip from here, 3.5 to 4 hours drive, and you can go up and come back, which is actually what I'm doing that day.
Right.
You go up and come back right after the game.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it.
Trip.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Well, thank you very much, Coach. I appreciate it. Not take too much of your time, and we'll see you during the rest of the week.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, have fun.
Yep.
Let's hear it. Coach Moss. Yay! All right, Gene. So what I want you to do to start off, and remember the mic's way over there, is introduce yourself, your name, where you're from.
I'm Gene Coleman, wide receiver. I'm from Montclair, New Jersey.
Okay. Jersey, got a couple guys from New Jersey in the team this year, right? Yeah, I'm Connecticut, so right through just a bit. So, what school did you go to?
I went to University of Delaware.
Okay. And how old were you when you started playing ball? Football. We don't care about the other ones. It's football.
I think my first year of flag football, I might have been like 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And was that where you hooked then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I played a lot of different sports growing up.
Right.
Throughout my whole entire life, I've probably played over every sport possible.
Yeah,
I was
no,
always
understood.
an athlete, but football was always a sport that really stuck me.
So when you started tackle football, what was your first position? I mean, now I know I've coached youth in football for years. I played it as well. Sometimes when you first start, you do a little here, you do a little there. What was the first position that you said, this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to try to, and it's not always one you end up with, but you're trying to get your craft down in that position.
I think most of my life I was pretty much a running back.
Okay.
Until I probably got to like 10th grade or something like that. Most of my life I played running back. 7th grade I played quarterback for a year, but most of the time I played running back and defensive back a little bit.
Okay, good. And what's your favorite position?
My favorite position is probably wide receiver. I think at this point I've been playing it for so long, and it's gotten to the point where I've looked at it as an art, where I really study the position and study what it takes to be successful at the position. So definitely wide receiver.
So with the indoor game or any indoor arena game, how many seasons is your first season?
This is my first season.
So what is different with the indoor game than the outdoor? I mean, I know there's a lot of difference, but what was the big thing to you that you went like, all right, this I have to learn something here?
I guess just the speed of everything. Obviously, outdoor you can be a little more patient when it comes, especially at the receiver position, as far as like route running and identifying coverages and stuff. Whereas a lot of times, especially in my position indoor, I'm on the motion a lot. I'm running towards the line of scrimmage, so everything's happening a lot faster, and trying to identify what the defense is doing, all that stuff. It happens a lot quicker. So that's probably the biggest adjustment.
Right, and that's what a lot of people say, no matter what the position is, if they're on the line, if they're QB, offense, it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Do you feel, I feel anyways, but do you feel that by playing the indoor game, it will help you because of the speed of the game to go back to the outdoor game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think just in general, as far as, especially like when it comes to like emotions and stuff, like it's a lot of running that you're doing, whereas outdoors you're probably doing significantly less running, and because of that, it makes your breaking more precise, especially in the receiver position, because you're starting, you're already, by the time you get to the line of scrimmage, you're almost full speed.
Right.
Whereas outdoor, you're starting from the base and then building up speed, so it's easier to shut it down and stuff like that. So the moments where I'm not in motion, I'm feeling myself getting in and out of things a lot quicker because of the fact that I'm so used to doing everything out of motion.
Right. Now, I know you're not playing the quarterback position, but when I look at, the outdoor game, the indoor game, it's like outdoors, it's like, the quarterback takes a snap, 5 steps, has a little time to throws the ball. The indoor game takes a snap, 1.5 to 2, and the ball's got to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're talking about, the speed of how much. I think that's why Kurt Warner came from, the Iowa Barnstormers and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was fast. He was able to just get rid of the ball really fast.
Absolutely.
So that's really good. So, what do you think of Prescott Valley? Being from New Jersey, a little different?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I've never really been like in mountains and stuff like that before, so this is a completely different, area for me. I remember my first day. I flew in here at I got here like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. Coach Moss picked me up and he was like, "You'll see in the morning." Like it's completely different than what it may look like. Obviously, it's dark. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I wake up the next morning. And I walk outside my apartment, I just see mountains everywhere. I was like, I didn't see any of this last night.
Yeah, when you come up from Phoenix at night, you don't notice you're going up the mountains.
Yeah.
You landed in the desert,
Yep,
and
exactly.
then you end up at the top of the hill.
Yeah, it was definitely different. But I think to this day, I still catch myself taking pictures everywhere I go, just the mountains. And I have probably 1 million pictures on my phone at this point.
No, I understand. When I first came out here in '90. From Connecticut and Rhode Island, it's totally different to me.
Yeah.
I came out to the valley, so I'm new up here.
Yeah.
But it was like, same thing. It was like, okay, the desert's got its own unique look, and then I like it here.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit more north, it's a little too cold.
Yeah.
Down in the valley, right now it's too hot.
Yeah.
This is just right.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, with our young athletes that are out there watching, what is it something you can tell them to help inspire them? Because, you know, we're going to have a football camp coming up, and Coach grabs some of the players to help with that camp, and maybe you'll be one of those guys to help these kids, to help inspire them. I know with our other job, what we've run for over 40 years, we're working with youth, and I'll get youth that are now adults with kids of their own to write back and say that one thing that you said to me 40 years ago changed my life. You know, really got me going. I love to get those stories. So what is this something you could say that if somebody's young athlete is watching would be the thing that could inspire them to keep going? I don't put you on the spot there, right? But I'm sure you've heard something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I would say the biggest thing for me was always just, you know, putting my head down and continue to work. I think throughout my career, as far as at a young age, all the way through college, through professional, I've been through a lot of different ups and downs and a lot of different trials and tribulations where there were moments where even before I came here, where there were moments where I was like, maybe I should quit or maybe I should stop trying to do this or whatever. And every time it's been something that's just brought me back to it. And I feel like that when you have signs like that and when you have something that you really want, it's just a lot of times, even if you think you're done, something will bring you back there. So I think that just continuing to put in work and just having yourself prepared mentally and physically for everything that you feel like you want to do is probably the most important thing.
Right, perfect. Now, I always love asking this last question. Out of all of your football, from starting in flag to last weekend, what's one thing that you did that stands out to you? That's like your moment of like, you know what, I could replay that in my mind. You know, this really got me going.
I mean,
I know there's probably lots, but what's that one? I mean, you know, sometimes it's when you were a youth playing. It could have been in college, and it could have been here at the indoor game. What's something that was your moment that you just loved that it happened?
I would say my moment. One thing about me, I've never really, when it came to my career, paid attention to so much as me as much as the team.
Right, that's great.
So I'd say probably my moment was playing in college. My second to last season, we were number 14 in the country. We went into 2 straight games during the FCS playoffs where we were underdogs and won both of them. And you know, like I think we probably started the season off unranked. Like nobody was really looking for us. I think we were 5-7 the year before. Came back, had an 8-0 regular season. You know, went into the playoffs strong. So I'd say that whole season in general, like those are some of the best memories I had.
Right.
And it was more so about it. Was also in a moment where it was right after COVID, or during COVID, it was spring of 2021. So you know, we had a year of not playing football, more than a year, because they had moved our season from the fall into the spring. So we hadn't played, I think like it was like 400 something days. Opening kickoff, one of my close friends, he takes it back to, I mean, we haven't played in 400 days. So like, first play we have as a team, we scored. Nice. And it was just like that set the tone for the entire season, and just everything about that season. Like me and my friends still talk about it to this day. It's just so memorable because we just felt like we accomplished so much with such little, you know, things going our way. So it was just, I think that's probably the best memory for me as far as football.
And that's wonderful. Those are great things to share because everybody that's out there that's into sports, you know, you're going to have those things that are exciting that helps push you to the next thing.
Yeah.
You know, you're always going to have those letdowns. But, you know, anything in life worth achieving is worth taking the risk of failing at. So making a mistake, then you got to just step forward and do it again. So, hey, I appreciate you coming down and chatting with us. I know you got an early morning practice, so I'll let you go and get a little bit
We
of
had to
sleep.
cowboy him up.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah,
cowboyed up. There we
game,
go.
so,
Yeah, we have the starts from the team shop. So fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you Saturday at the game.
Appreciate it.
All right. Yay! Okay, I'm going to bring Robin back up here. Has some stuff to share with everybody, and appreciate you guys coming down here. Thank you very much.
Yes, so this is what I just gave him. You know, that's a nice little keepsake there. Our little keychain Wrangler helmets. If you haven't seen those, got those in the team shop. They're pretty cute. Got 3. Got 3. Because they look really cute lined up side by side. You know, it's a lot of fun. And then we also have, in case you haven't seen these yet, the kids kid-sized footballs.
Well,
And it teaches
right.
them how to hold the ball. It's got the hand placements on here.
left and right.
Yeah, so, you know, see, I wouldn't know that. Look, it's my hand size.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. So, a couple things in the team shopping for our Cowboy game coming up. We got our foam Cowboy hats.
Looks good on you. There you
Yeah.
go.
And
Oh, I get to put this one on.
our snapback Cowboy hats.
Snapback cowboy hat. Oh, and we also have some snapbacks in. This isn't it. They just came in, so if you saw these already, they have the American flag in the back part of it.
I think there's only one left.
Oh,
Those
there's
went
only one of
fast.
those left. Yeah, those came,
Yeah.
got one. Yeah, those came in on the last game, just a small handful of them, and they went really fast.
So, and then a couple, where did I put them? I left them over there. Sorry, I'll be right back.
I'll fix my hat when she's
Sorry,
done.
sorry. This is
Hey,
the important
season,
stuff.
are you going over season tickets?
Oh yeah, season
So
tickets.
you can now renew your season ticket, especially if you want to keep your seat, or if you want to upgrade your seat. The people who get the renewals in by
We're gonna release seats on July 1st. So you have to renew by July 1st to keep your seats.
Yep.
So we'll be sending an email out on
and
that.
then also you get first dibs
Yeah.
on moving before we start putting everybody back in there. So
There's the prices in case you want to know what the price is. Now the fun thing with these prices, if you renew by the end of June, you can divide your season ticket payments into 10 payments. And let me just tell you what that looks like. For a first row ticket,
Did you say 10 payments?
10
Okay.
payments. First row ticket would only be 10 payments of $41.70. Second row, $37.99. Rows 3 through 4, $31.88. Sections, center sections, only $26.64. This is per month. That's it. This much per month. Side sections, $18.34. End zone, $14.84, and corner sections, $13.10. So you can have season tickets for as low as $13 a month. All right, if you renew by the end of June, or purchase by the end of June if you're getting your
You
ticket.
get a chamois with that?
Yes, and a chamois with
Some
it.
people understand that.
The chamois. But anyway, there's the prices there if you want to take a picture of that, and then there's QR codes to scan. It's a $50 deposit for your season ticket, so you scan either renew or purchase
everything's on
new.
our Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll share all that with you. And then the special of the day, for being part of our Wranglers Roundup today, the special of the day, this is something brand new we did this year, our ultimate VIP experience. So what this is you arrive at 4:30 p.m., so an hour and a half before kickoff. You arrive at 4:30. We meet you down at the doors, the side doors, and you come in, give you a special wristband that tells you you're a VIP. We give you a behind-the-scenes tour to start. You start with this behind-the-scenes tour of everything that goes on behind the scenes at an NAZ Wranglers game.
Yep.
And if you don't know what that consists of,
You need the tour.
you need the tour.
Yeah, you get to see the broadcast, the
We
announcers,
take you upstairs, show
our
you the
offices,
offices,
right.
the whole, the broadcast crew and
Any place you're not allowed to go.
Yeah, PA and kind of show you how it all works. Everybody's always amazed by, we also take you back by the locker rooms, and sometimes you run into a Wranglers player back there. But after your tour, you get to actually go and sit and watch the warm-ups and have a meal catered by Jim, who's the owner of Gabby's Grill. And this past game, he likes to go with the theme of the game. He had an entire luau spread back there with a pig. He roasted a pig and had it sitting back there. I put a picture of it actually on our Facebook page, so if you haven't seen
People
that
at
yet,
the
go look
tables
at it.
were fed very well. Well,
Yeah.
they're fed well every game
Yeah.
by Jim.
Oh, and it's different
They
food.
loved it.
And the food lasts you all night long, and it's every appetizer, meal, dessert, everything, and sodas. Anyway, so you get that. That's included in the VIP experience. So you get to have, I guess you just get to have the dinner. You don't get to be there all night unless you have regular entertainment. But you get the meal. So you have the meal. Then when you're done with the meal, the Wranglers players are then leaving the field and going to the locker room for their pep talk before going out to the game, and you actually get to go in the locker room and be part of it. So you get to go in the locker room and hear the motivation from Coach Moss and the other coaches before they head out, and then you get to follow them out to the field.
And we just want to let everybody know, if we're going in the locker room, it's 18 and over only. Now, somebody younger can be part of all of it, and they can be standing outside the locker room for the rest of it when everybody comes out, but we can't have anybody under 18 in the locker room. Them are those days, you know what I'm saying? So we get in trouble and stuff like that. So now, the players are in the locker room. They've just been on the field practicing. They're all suited up. They're all ready to go.
Yeah.
And when they get back in the locker room, we let them have a little bit of time on their own. And then we bring the VIP in. We have a little breezeway in front of it, so you're right by the door. So you get to see what they do before the game. Listen to the coach, have a couple words with them and everything. And then they
Team
come out.
prayer.
Then they come out to take the field, and you guys,
You get to high five them onto the field, and then actually come on the field and stand behind them for the entire national anthem coin toss. All of that production, and then you exit the field right before kickoff. So that's the VIP Ultimate Experience. Normal price is $200 for one person, $300 for two. So if you want to bring a friend or a spouse, it's $300 for two of you. But if you call our office and mention Wranglers Roundup, you have to say the word Wranglers Roundup, 50% off. So 50% off is a special today. So one person
nobody
will
ran
be.
that by me.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
So one person would be $100, two people $150 for the Wranglers Roundup. Great birthday present, anniversary present, Father's Day present.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, so far everybody that's done that, we've had a handful of people that have come and done, a couple people, one of the other people have purchased it. We've had some raffles. Everybody's loved it.
Oh, we also give you a gift of an autographed picture of one of the players too. So, and the phone number to call to reserve that would be 928-379-5581. That's our office number. You call that, you say Wranglers Roundup, I'd like to reserve a Ultimate VIP Experience Wranglers Roundup, and you get 50% off. All right, that's exactly how you do it.
Now, you doing that just for one game, or?
No. Yeah, the rest of the season. You can choose which game you want to do.
How long is that special last?
Good question.
That is a good
I
question.
would think until our next Wranglers Roundup show, we'll have a different special.
Okay,
So,
perfect. I need to know. You have to prepare. Yeah, we only have so many people in that. There's a cutoff. Is it 10 or 8?
we can have 10 per game. That's a good thing.
So
to
there's a
have 10 per
cutoff
game.
of 10 people that we can fit to do this per
So
game.
we have
the
3
meals.
games left. So I guess we limit it at 30. So there's only 30 of these 50% off for sale. So first come, first serve.
Excellent. Well, we're going to see with all of our guests that are sitting here today live.
On Memorial Day.
Yeah, on Memorial Day. Are there any questions?
I reached out to a super fan by the name of Lonnie, and he
Lonnie
had
is a
a
super
question
fan.
about white jerseys. Are those a thing? Are those a future offering? What do we think about white jerseys?
In the team shop?
Yeah.
We're not planning on them.
Okay.
Maybe next year we'll look at it. We have to go over stats. I mean, everything with running a team shop is about sales, without a doubt. I won't lie to anybody. The team shop, we have things. We want to have things for our fans, without a doubt. But it's also about sales. Right now, if you go in there with the jerseys, last year we sold out the jerseys. We didn't order the jerseys last year. They were ordered by somebody else, and I personally don't think the right sizes came in the right amount. So we took the stats of what we had, and we made sure to order them this year ourselves, and we changed them up a little bit this year. I think they looked a little bit nicer because there's some things that I thought was missing and we threw on there. But we have a lot left. So if we also had done the same number in whites, we still have probably a lot left. So we have to give that some thought moving forward, which is a good question too, because if you notice, the white jerseys are typically in football worn for the visiting team. But our visiting team this weekend wore yellow, not white. And then when I was watching the Sunday game, the visiting team had their colors on too. Now I know we own the team, and there's a huge rule book, and I need to look that up to see, is it mandatory to wear white, or is that just if you want to? We don't know at the moment, and we just noticed that this week, so we want to find that out, because our goal is next year to have new jerseys for the guys. The jerseys they have this year were from last year, and there are things like that. There are jerseys that we'll use them for 3 seasons, and then go ahead and get new ones. So next year is the time we get new jerseys. And who knows, maybe we'll change the colors to green. I'm kidding. These are our colors. We're not changing the colors. So we have to figure out what we're going to do there and the jersey style and so on. And we have a new distributor that the league has made an agreement with that will be making the team jerseys. So they could be slightly different than what they are, but it'll be basically still the same thing. It's just going to be a new, I think it's Adidas. And so whatever their designs are will fit what we're doing, but there could be a different stitch to it. I really won't know until I see them.
I have a question.
Yes,
The Strike Force did a Star Wars jersey,
they did.
and will you guys do one next year? Star Wars fan here.
Right.
Right.
So the
I don't
question
think there's
was the Strike Force did a Star Wars. Actually, about 3 or 4 teams did that. What was really neat about that is this year the league partnered with a company that is doing our the jersey that you have on, the ones that we're selling. They make those jerseys for us, so that's a brand new company this year. And I think they're a better jersey we've had in the past that the fans can buy. Just the way they fit and everything else, I like them better. They also have license agreements, this company, with Star Wars. I mean, there's a whole list of things.
Yeah, they had stuff.
I can't even think of all of it, but there's Star Wars one. What else was on there? I mean,
I can't think right now, but I know there was
they
a
have
lot
like
of
a
big things.
Disney. They have a license agreement with so many companies. So multiple teams have done this type of jersey for one game, which we decided to go with the military jersey.
Yeah.
So we're doing our one game with the military jersey. That was important to me to do this year, and then we'll think about it next year. But I can't think about picturing the magazine, their catalog.
Well, there was Disney themes, there was Minions, there was, I mean, it was.
Yeah, SpongeBob. I mean, they
there
had
was-
it all, and
You know, it could get really creative.
they're allowed to do that. I mean, we have to
Superhero,
pay a little bit of a fee that goes to them, but they have the
That's
main
crazy.
license to do it, and that's why they did the Star Wars jersey. And there's probably 3 or 4 teams that did Star Wars because they had a game on May 4th.
Yeah.
So almost everybody that had a home game on May 4th had a Star Wars night. You know, so good for them. So maybe we'll get a May 4th game next year, or thereabout. Who knows?
Well, and I have to tell you, we got the season tickets going on sale. The goal for next season is no empty seats. So actually, this season, of course, also this season, we'd like to see no empty seats. I think we have a great crowd out there, great fans out there. We have our arena fills up pretty decently,
Yeah.
and we got a lot of noise in there. But I'll tell you what, personally, I don't want to see any empty seats. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Oh,
no
yeah.
empty seats.
No empty
Here,
seats.
here.
Let's fill them up.
Our season ticket numbers keep going up and up every year, so that's wonderful. Do you have more questions out here in the bullpen?
Oh gosh. Probably think of some.
Look at that nice new wallet you have. That is
Wow,
beautiful.
Wranglers wallet. Locally made.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Keep it going.
Yeah. I don't know if the cow came locally, but the wallet was made locally.
I got the football. We got both footballs. We got
Nice.
the water tumbler there.
Yeah, these are-
Yeah.
These are almost gone.
They are.
These are gone. Have gone
So that one's
fast.
going home with me. I don't have one yet.
No question, but great job on the merchandising, and thank you for the product you put on the field. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
A shout out goes out to our youngest Dagger. He does most of the design and everything that we have in the team
Nice.
shop. So we're proud of. We like having the family help out. Last year, our older son Jordan, who runs martial arts school up here, he's got one on the highway in Prescott Valley and one in Prescott that just opened. Last year, he was our operations, so he wore the orange hat the whole year to help out. This year, he brings his baby with him, so he goes, I can't do operations and hold the 2-year-old at the same
No
time.
orange
So,
gloves.
yeah, no orange gloves for him this year, so it's a lot of fun. We like it that our boys can be involved with us with what we're doing. All right, well, hey, we're going to end the Wranglers Roundup, and we appreciate you guys coming down and enjoying the 2-for-1 meal here at Gabby's. And for all of you that are going to see this, again, we apologize for it not going live. We'll try to figure out technical stuff next time and see if we get that prepared and ready to go. With now that we have logged into better Wi-Fi here, hopefully we can get that going next time. So thank you very much, everybody. Good seeing you, and we'll see you at the games.
All right, go Wranglers!
Go Wranglers!